Most Etsy sellers, business owners, entrepreneurs do not and cannot move their businesses forward because they either A, they are not focused. So the first thing here is focus, or B, they are not organized. And I know this isn't a flashy, like, hit you with clickbait right away, like, hey, this will help you make $50,000, $100,000, but it absolutely will make you a lot more money if you understand these two areas and how to impact them in a positive way for your business. So today I'm going to show you the plan to absolutely do both, so you can get more focused, get more organized, and it's going to help make you and help you move your business forward a lot faster, because you don't even realize that these two areas are holding you back probably the most. And this is one of the main things that I point to that has dramatically helped me do more in less time and feel a lot less stressed. So when I left my corporate business in the corporate world in 2018 to do Etsy full time, my other businesses full time, it was a great feeling. It was like, whoa, yeah, no, it worked. It worked forever to be able to do this. So it's a really great feeling. And then all of a sudden, it was like it was screeching marks, because that went away really fast, and it instantly became a lot more stressful, because in corporate world, you don't realize how much you don't dictate your own schedule. It's dictated by your bosses or your employees. You have employees, you think, I control things. No, you don't. Your employees control you. And I had a lot of employees. So you're always dealing with those type of problems and problems that you don't create. But your schedule is already laid out. You have meetings scheduled. You have to schedule meetings. People ask for meetings. So you don't really often have to plan a lot out. A lot of your schedule and your time is already dictated for you, which kind of sucks. But then when you leave to do your own thing from an entrepreneurial standpoint, you're like, oh, in some ways I kind of miss that. It's kind of weird, But it's only bad. And I struggled with this for the first couple of years, and I still struggle with it now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. It's always going to be a struggle. Your schedule and your time and your focus is always going to be a struggle. But once you figure out how to have a plan to be able to, organize your schedule, and so it's aligned with the things that are most impactful to your business, it's going to be huge for you and your business. So the first part of this is kind of what I talked about. I think it was last week or the week before, but everything you do in your business should be focused on three areas, three buckets. Every single action you take in your business should roll up into these three buckets, because if it's not, and if it doesn't, that means you're wasting your time and you're just throwing mud on the wall, and you're running in place. And we don't have the time to waste. We don't want to run in place for long periods of time. So that's why we need to be focused on these three areas. So just to kind of talk about the three areas, because everything else in this episode is gonna go up into these three buckets. But the first area is traffic. So everything we do should be focused on these three areas, and the first area is traffic. So how do we get more traffic to our business? So your SEO optimization, putting up more listings, optimizing your listings, paying for ads. And like I talked about previously, traffic is usually either consists of more time, figuring out SEO, optimizing for that, and or money, paying for ads, paying for the traffic. So driving traffic yourself, or paying for traffic, or both. There's two ways to do it. But think about how what you're doing rolls up into that. How are you getting more traffic? Social media posts, more listings, SEO optimization, paid ads, traffic. The next is price. So how are you leveraging price? Researching prices in your niche, making sure you're coming out of the gate with not the lowest price, it's a race to the bottom, as I always talk about. Having good prices, and having pricing strategies, testing out different prices, raising prices, lowering prices, offering free shipping incentives, things like that, where we can mess around with your different pricing. And material costs and costs drive price too. So think about that. Trying to get high quality stuff cheaper. Doing wholesale. getting your sales resale certificate so you can get stuff wholesale. Things like that kind of play into it as well. So that is number two. And the last one, the big one, is conversion. So basically conversion in the simplest form is how many people are buying your things. How many people are finding it, how many people are buying it. So buying stuff is conversion. So how do we get more customers? How do we get more people to buy our stuff? Sales, promotions, perceived quality, things like that are going to help drive conversion. So that takes a lot of testing, a lot of time. Making our items high quality, making sure that customers are satisfied, great customer service, returning customers. All those things play into conversion rate, and higher conversion rate means more sales for us, more money in our pocket at the end of the day. So those are the three buckets: traffic, price, conversion. What can you do every single day in your business that impacts and is focused on one of these three areas? Now, don't get me wrong, we're not going to get granular here. I'm sure I'm going to get comments from couch heroes that tell me, well, I got to fulfill orders, I got to do things like that. Yeah, those are the day-to-day operations that aren't necessarily going to impact this directly, but indirectly you have to do those. You have to fulfill the orders. You know what I mean? So there's going to be things that you do outside of this, but the strategic things and the routine things should be focused on one of these three areas, and that is going to move, those are the things that are going to move your business forward. Going into your dashboard and looking at views, and then an hour later looking at views, and then going on a forum and being like, why am I not getting any people to come to my shop? Why am I not getting people to buy? Complaining, things like that. Those aren't focused on these areas. That's never going to get you there. So that's the kind of things that I'm talking about. Don't get in the weeds. Don't chase shiny balls. Think strategically. You have limited time, limited resources. I hear it all the time, and I know I'm there with you. We have limited time. So what can we do that makes the biggest impact in our business? So that's first part. The second part of this, and this is where things get really, really powerful, is organization. So now that we have a strategic focus, how do we organize that to really move the ball forward in a big way? So the best way that I've found to do this, and I started doing this a couple of years ago, is to organize your schedule the night before. So you're going to have, on a high level, you're going to have things that you have to do that are related to your business. And a good example of this is fulfilling orders. So I fulfill orders Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's fine. You have to do that. You know about how long that's going to take you to do that. But I'm talking about organizing your schedule the day before, knowing the day-to-day stuff that you have to do, but also working in the strategic things to move your business forward based on these three buckets. So you're going to sit down every day, it could be at the end of the day, and write a checklist of the things that you need to focus on the next day. And you're going to keep it relatively small, because the more that you have on there, you're not going to be able to accomplish all of that. And that's another big reason why we have to be strategic about this. So like a good example of this is, so say like Sunday night, right? I generally fulfill orders Monday because the weekend, from everything that comes in on the weekend. So let's just say Monday, my Monday list that I make Sunday night is going to be, orders, fulfilling orders. Okay, that's area number one. Now, what other thing do I need to do based on these things? What do I need to do? Well, traffic is usually number one. These two are the biggest one, traffic and conversion, for obvious reasons. Pricing, that's, you play with it here and there. It should always be an important consideration, especially when you're doing new listings. But these two are the easiest and most common to kind of hit on almost every single day. So I need to drive traffic. Well, I don't have as much money, so okay, I'm gonna have to spend more time because I don't want to do paid ads. So what can I do to drive traffic? Well, I can do a social media post. So I'll do a social media post. Maybe I can just do one social media post or two, whatever you want to do there. So that is directly tied to traffic. So conversion, all right, let's focus on that. Maybe maybe I'll run a sale for the month. That's directly tied to conversion. And it doesn't have to always be a sale. There's a lot of things that play into conversions like I just talked about. Maybe I need to rephrase my description. Maybe I need to add more value terminology. Maybe I need to take better pictures. those things play into conversion. So maybe if I don't want to run a sale, maybe I redo pictures for 5 listings. Sorry, my handwriting, it's hard. I really appreciate my teachers, because this is, the teachers used to write like this. It's hard writing from the side. So maybe I want to do pictures for 5 listings. And that's kind of, okay, that's what I need to do, because I know the orders, depending on how many you have, maybe 1 to 2 hours. Social media posts, if I want to do 1 for the day, that's fine. Or it can kind of bulk that out. And then pictures for 5 listings. So those all play into, this is day to day, and then these 2 play into traffic and conversion. So you kind of see how this works. And then Monday comes, I wake up and I'm like, what do I do? I already know what I have to do. I already planned this out and thought through this. And this is where it became really tough for me, because you wake up and you're like, I have 1,000 things to do. I'm looking at the big picture, everything. The ultimate goal, is making enough money to survive and some extra money to live on. But that seems overwhelming. That seems impossible. Whereas this is very doable. I know these things long term will get me to where I need to go, and I'm taking it at bite-sized chunks. So then when day comes, I fulfill the orders. I do that social media posts, and then I finally finish those 5 pictures for 5 listings. Boom. If I have extra time, I'll do something else. If I don't, my brain loves it because I did those things. And then the end of the day, Monday, I start on Tuesday. So maybe Tuesday comes, I already fulfilled orders, so I don't need to do that. But how am I going to get more traffic? Well, maybe I'll do 1 new listing. 1 new listing or 2, whatever you want to do. A new listing is going to help hopefully get me more traffic. Maybe I need to redo a bad listing, a listing that hasn't sold for like a year. Maybe I'll go and redo the SEO on that, do some keyword research. So I'll do 1 brand new listing, I'll redo 1 old listing, and then something else, whatever else you want to do. Maybe another social media post or something like that. There's a million things that you can do, and take it in bite-sized chunks where you're moving your business forward, based on kind of these 3 buckets, and thinking about it every single day, thinking about strategically and planning your day out before, so you're not going into the day overwhelmed and not knowing what to do. So that is those 2 things combined together, strategic focus and then organization, will greatly improve your business. I guarantee it. If you are consistent at doing, just like you're consistent at working on your shop, this is going to help you get organized and focused more consistently, so you can be more consistent at working on your shop, which is going to grow it. It's going to improve it, and you're going to start reaching the goals that you want to reach. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Just so you know, I have a brand new certified Etsy SEO specialist course for you guys. If you want to learn SEO, if you want to grow your business, get more traffic, this 2-hour cert program is designed to help you increase your shop's traffic and sales in as little as just 2 weeks if you apply everything that's in there. I designed it for you guys. A lot of you struggle with traffic, sales, SEO, simplified walkthrough courses. Once you complete it, you get a certificate. So you can snag it right now. I think it's right now I have it at 70% off. Super, super inexpensive for what you can get from it to apply to your business immediately. So there's a link below, but you can also go to handmadeandbeyond.com/certified Etsy SEO. That's it. Hopefully this helps you guys out. We'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you.